Hey guys, just a guy here with another episode of Sevtech. Let's get out of here hopefully before the night gets too bad. But I had a pretty good session. Like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I got one big thing. I got a couple. Well, I didn't actually look. Let me look now. Two of the big ones, and then a couple of the little ones in about an hour after I torched up some of the edges. Finished the spikes on all sides. Now I just need to find where my base is. There it is. And then close my render distance. And I think it was to 6, but maybe 4 chunks, just to eliminate more of the map. I think there's a cave right beneath me though, because I always hear lava pops when I'm over there, and I don't see any lava. So my guess is it's nearby. Oops. Fell in the stable. But this does mean today we can move on to the flame grilled Whopper thing. And that also leads us to the kiln and everything else I've been skipping for now. So, the flame grilled Whopper, add it to my thing. Now this takes a hopper, a shark tooth, charcoal dust. Oh, red cedar. So we do need to do the totem stuff. Well, first let's build the strainer. We need a dense strainer. We have a strainer. And now we just need to make a dense net, which should just be some string if I have any left. Yes. Luckily, all those sheep that killed themselves made it easier. So, a dense net, I believe, is just 2 lines of string, yeah. And this also gives you sand and gravel and all these other neat things, which is what I mostly used it for previously. Let's make 2. Just for the heck of it. Come on, there we go. And we got our strainers. And now we just need to put this in some water. I don't have a convenient little thing nearby, so we'll just put it down here. Oops. So this part right here with the 4 pegs needs to be in water for this to work, by the way. I don't remember if I mentioned. Oh, I have to make this into a strainer. So you just have to put in some sticks. The #1 most used thing in this age, I think. Oh, I don't think I have enough sticks on me. Nope. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to make 2 dense nets per crafting recipe. Oh well. Hello, Mr. Squid. This also gives you ink sacs, which is nice. So this will give me shark teeth, which I need because I have not seen any sharks in any of my playthroughs, to be honest. This gives you a nice collection of gravel and stuff. Renewable resource anyway. So while that's going on, because it's going to take a while to get a shark tooth, we also need cedar. Oh, there we go. And charcoal dust. Now this is just charcoal, but we don't actually have charcoal yet because we don't have a kiln. But we'll go the totemic route first. So we need a totem base or totem ignite, which is a piece of flake flint and a stick. Alright, so I had to get some more gravel. I didn't have any gravel. But yeah, so a flake flint and a stick. Actually, give me that back. whatever, we'll do it this way. If we use this recipe, we don't have to use our crafting rock. Alright. Now we need some logs. We'll use you, because why not? Now, we'll leave it over here for now, next to our cow supply. So you need to put down a couple logs. And now if you shift and right click, it switches between the things. You do need a totem base first. And then there's a book. Any sapling and some cloth. I think I'm going to skip making that for now, because I know what I'm doing. But it'll explain what all these animals do. The wolf, I think, makes you run fast. Squid makes you breathe underwater. Spider lets you climb, which is pretty useful. Rabbit makes you jump like half a block higher. Pig, I can't remember actually. Ocelot prevents creeper explosions. A wolf is attack. The horses run faster. And then Enderman is night vision. And you can have, I think, up to 6 totems on the same pole. And still have them all affect. Well, I think it's because more about a distance thing than anything. They only go a couple blocks from this without... It gives you extra health, I think. Fire resistance, why not? And that lets you fly. So we put a bunch up here. It's not the coolest thing ever. But if you look... Night vision, spider, speed, fire resistance. And they're about a 3 to 4 second thing on default, except for night vision for some reason. And then as you get closer, it refreshes. But if you're more than like a couple blocks away, it stops. And it sometimes takes a couple seconds to kick in. So I wouldn't rely on it, but it's really useful. And the Ocelot one's really useful because it prevents creepers from blowing up. So we're going to get another one over here near our tent and all that. But the really cool one is spider climb mostly, and I'll show you a second why. Spider, see? Now I can climb right up this. We'll do rabbit, I guess. And we want an ocelot. And you'll notice my last playthrough, I put these almost everywhere. But the really cool thing about these is if you have a tree farm like this, you can just climb to a top of a tree. It does need line of sight, so it is beneficial to have these nearby. Especially if you have a big tree. You can even have some hanging up in the air. And then you can just mine downward. And this is kind of a big chunk of wood because I just put down 1,000,000 saplings. But this is a much easier way to get wood. In this particular game anyway. So you get more advanced machines. But you just have a couple of those around a tree farm and you're good. But we need cedar, which is done by nearby saplings. So I guess I'm going to have to make that book because I can't remember the song. So what we want to do is get rid of that. Get rid of that. Come on. There we go. Have the auto refill thing, and it's actually kind of a... We'll make another one of these just because it's useful to switch between 2 different types of totems when you're making a lot of them. Okay. We need a bunch of plant fiber. Alright, so I got enough of these now. Plant twine, just complete coverage. Gives you 1 plant cloth. Other than this book recipe, I'm not sure what it's good for. Oh, it makes you a lot of books, to be honest. So I need a sapling. I think I planted all my sap. Oh, I got one good. My recent forestry. So we got Totempedia. Actually, some of this is explained pretty decently over here now. You have to collect a rattle, a flute, a drum, and stuff like that. It doesn't actually tell you to make the book though. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Craft Totepedia. So if you look at the book, the basics, totems and effects. Is what talking about. Oh, bad isn't fall damage. It basically gives you an elytra type effect. Buffalo is mining, haste 1 or whatever. And all this cool stuff. And you can have them all going at the same time if you have like 2 or more totems in the area. And then you click here to go to the page. Or oops. Oh, that one's the front page. Okay. And then medicine bag is something I can't do yet because I need a diamond. Credit the totem. Okay, some of these recipes don't work. There we go. Musical instruments. The flute. I don't think these particularly help right now. Ceremonies is what I really need. So, basics of ceremonies is a way to create strength over a period through melody. Basically, you just have to push buttons. You have to have multiple instruments though, because there's a timer or delay between they affected. We're going to go to ceremony effects. Oops. We're looking for Rites of Spring, I believe. All nearby animals and villages will proceed to breed. However, there are decent chance. Okay. Nearby saplings will transform into red cedar saplings is the part we need. So it takes a flute and a drum. So if we go to flute. Oh, I probably could have left that up as totem. Staff requires a sunflower, which I did not find in the last playthrough until a long time. Flute. Regular one is just 3 things of reeds and a sapling. Oh no, tall grass. How do we get tall grass? Oh, clippers. It's not clippers. It's not scissors. Shears. There we go. I couldn't remember it. Bone shears. Plant twine. And 2 bones. Right. Running out of plant twine. Yeah, there we go. Bone shears. So we need to get some grass. Did I get any? Yeah. Okay. So flute. Yeah. Grass. Rid of that. The grass right there. Some sugar canes. And there we go. Got a flute. Now we also need a drum. Takes leather and a bunch of wood. Where's our planks? Okay, so we just go down the sides. Now we need leather, and we still have some. Everything takes leather. Why can't I take that? As you can see, my inventory is always a problem. Alright. We got the drum, and we have to put this near a totem. Oops. Oh, thank you, Spider Climb. Okay, so we need to plant saplings. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I was doing wrong. I got the wrong order. So shift drum, need an empty hand. Shift that. There we go, Rite of Spring. I swear I did this before, but we'll try it. I'm just moving back and forth because I find it the easiest way to go from the edge of the drum and not. I'm actually having a really hard time getting this one to work. There we go. So we got a cedar sapling. It's not growing in the best of place. And the little bar is going down to show how long it lasts. So I'll be doing some stuff around my base for a little while, and I'll get back to you when that grows. Alright guys, so it grew. I was just playing with my tree farm with the buffalo for haste one and all that fun stuff. Still a bit of a hassle. Because anytime you lose line of sight, you lose the buffs, but it's still good for the spider climb and stuff. Totems are basically, unless you spam the heck out of them, best for just stopping the creeper explosions and some climbing abilities. And of course I don't have mine when I fall in here. Gonna lose those ones now. We do need some planks, which unfortunately means it's gonna be a little while before it gets to these. But we'll just hack this down. We got some saplings, good. Not sure where I got a feather. Can't seem to find the last log. Oh, there it is. Kind of blends in. Come on. Oh, there's still one more. Can't see anything tonight for some reason. There we go. Now almost every cedar tree seems to grow about the same height for whatever reason. Alright guys, we got our cedar planks. We still need charcoal and a kiln, so a kiln is just one thing of clay all the way around and then a cobblestone slab of any kind on the bottom. I'm making two just because I know how important they become later on. This episode might not quite get all the way to what I want, but we'll try. I'll see how the editing goes because I've had to do so many more steps than I thought. So what you need to do is place it one block above where you're going to put fire, and there's the air block for the fire part. So I got some yew logs down there. I noticed in the forest that they didn't seem to burn away, so either they don't burn away at all or they just burn a really long time. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it's spread. Okay, that's good. And these should cook, eventually dry out. I'm not sure quite how long it takes to cook. And then if we get this working, we should just get a piece of wood. And that one's facing the wrong direction, which might bother me later, but I'll fix it. I think I can just carry it. Oh yeah. So that one burnt already. I guess you logs aren't. Yeah, so I tried to build a little backyard barbecue, but I guess it doesn't look like it's working. My whole house is burning down, guys. Everything but what I want to burn. That's so funny. Come on. Of course I don't have spider climb over here. Stop, drop, and roll. Oh, of course it is. Well, I burnt up my house. Just the semi-useless roof blocks. Luckily, none of my chests or anything caught fire. Well, that was disappointing. Get rid of these. Unfortunately. There went my not so great looking house. Okay. So I guess the stripped yew log at least burned. Fortunately, I don't have a good source of fire. I don't know how I'm really supposed to be doing this. Can't quite remember what I did last time. Didn't it go in my hand? What the? Wow, that burned instantly and then... That was disappointing. How are we supposed to do this? I'm a bit of a loss. I don't remember it being this much of a trouble before. Then again, I don't remember the fire tick being instant either. Fortunately, I don't have any... Oops. Unused. I think the strip wood is the problem. I put it down too far too, I think. It needs to be just under. So this one should work. I had him too low, yeah. That'll catch fire, hopefully. Come on, spread. Oh well. Do it like that. For some reason I thought it had to be down one more. There we go. That should be the right amount and hopefully it'll spread over there. It'll spread when it wants to burn down my house, but there we go. It cooked the kiln. And then I just have to make sure I re-add this block before they both go out. But they're both cooked. Maybe they won't work because I put the wood in there before they were done. Maybe I keep the fire going. Oh, there we go. Come on, charcoal. Okay, we got a piece of charcoal. Yes, so low grade charcoal. This is the stuff. Now this stuff is awesome because once you light it on fire, it never burns out. Basically netherrack. I'm not sure if it's going to spread in time though. Okay, so we're going to take this charcoal, put it in our grindstone, and we get the charcoal done. Alright guys, I feel like a complete idiot. You need a stone, a grindstone, or a millstone. The regular grindstone will not work to make charcoal dust. You go to the recipe. I thought you could grind it down, but no, it's charcoal dust is the millstone only, or a crusher. So we need a stone slab. Hopefully I have stone. Yeah. 3 of these. Make a slab. Okay. And then more stone all around the edges. That's a lot of stone. And then it takes your grindstone. Which is a bit unfortunate. It was a bit easier to use than the millstone. I think that's it. Nope. Oh, that goes on the top. And we need another stone on the bottom. We got our millstone. This episode is probably going to be a two-parter just because of all this. And then we need to put in some charcoal. And then we need a hand crank right here because we don't have access to anything. Oh, so we're gonna, yeah, this is gonna have to go on another episode. Because we don't have a water wheel or anything. Alright guys, hey, I'm not sure where this episode's gonna end. It's gonna be kind of complicated in editing. So many problems, so much issues. I don't know how it's gonna short or long it's gonna be. But it's got to the point where the millstone needs buffalo teeth and all that, so a lot of steps to this particular flame whopper problem. A lot of side paths, and this episode's probably getting really long, so I'm going to cut it here, guys. It's probably basically a two-parter. Hopefully next time we get the last few pieces. Catch you guys later. Bye.